his last game, now across 3.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz. Wentz first play going right to the air. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former Giant, James Bradbury. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Now a give here to Pollard, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Now Murray. The quick slant caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, no.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tony Pollard. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. And he will take this one back all the way inside the 35.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
11 touchdowns on the ground this season, and the pride really extends throughout the entire offense. And in this case, I'm focusing on the offensive line. The leverage, the ability to get downfield, make that extra block in order to give him more space to run. They really look forward to him carrying the football because they're going to get him to the end zone.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. A 1st down carry for Barkley. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Wentz. This is caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Wentz now to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Dawson Knox, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. That time a 6-play drive. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race now. This is into the weekend in the NFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Murray. Swinging this out for Pollard. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. The Cardinals hit 10-4 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And they were able to tough it out last week. A close 1-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Pollard again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run with Pollard. And some room to roam now. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Murray now on first down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Dexter Lawrence just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something else. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Run for Pollard. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Pollard will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Holding offense.
Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back, and it'll be 3rd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Wentz's throw caught by Tony. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From midfield, here's Wentz. Finding Knox there, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down, here's Barkley again. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Barkley trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Second and 7. Murray now. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight... middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost... I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Murray now to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And, Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And the Cardinals are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They've moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the first and goal.
Now here's Pollard. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tony Pollard on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cards have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
From the 27, Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Play fake. Murray. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Here's Pollard. 65 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
On play action, it's Murray. Rolling to his right. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
To throw is Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zach Ertz from 8 yards out. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a Zach Ertz touchdown. Darnay Holmes now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz out to the left. He's got his tight end Knox. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Oh, able to avoid him. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now we're first and 10 at the 11. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. To throw is Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea how accurate his moves are on football, in the second half, that's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Murray a give. This is Connor. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And a tackle there by Micah McFadden.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Murray off play action. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Azeez Ojulari. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Murray going to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Azeez Ojulari. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff, now Murray. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Buying time to his left. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now we've got a giant player here, slow to get up after that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Let's give credit to the defense. They got plenty of bodies to the point of attack and stop the run. But I just wonder if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing that the big guy was getting the ball, and they just expected.
Murray keeps it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Cardinals are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Go.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Giants go on fourth but come up empty. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Now again here to Pollard. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he stopped after a gain of one. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. He'll try and run forward with Connor. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. On 1st and 10 is Connor. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points that low.